Hi, in this video, we will talk about how to handle frames in Playwright. So for that, I created one class called frames handling test. And inside that, I created three tests. So we will see all these three scenarios: handle single frame, handle multiple frames, and using frame name attribute. Okay. So we will see one by one. So for that, let me go to one of the websites called demo.automationtesting.in/frames.html. So inside this, you have a single frame and then iframe within iframe. So multiple frames are there. So we'll see both the scenarios how you can handle using Playwright. So first, let me go to here, this website. So before that, let me create page instance. Page is equals to playwright dot create dot chromium dot launch new browser type launch options dot set headless dot sorry false dot new page. Okay. So now I'll navigate to that URL. Once I go there, I'll wait for 3 seconds to see the execution properly. And first I'll try to inspect something. This one, type equal to text. So it's not exact, how it's not simple. So I captured this one. So let me use the same one which I captured. So still it is showing 2. So no problem. So first occurrence it will take. We'll see if it is not working, then we'll try to use another one. So, but in real time, you see that there is a box kind of thing. You can see that iframe demo, a box kind of thing. So this is iframe. So this text box is inside this iframe. Okay. So if I try to use this, or otherwise what I'll do, I'll write an XPath for this. So H5. So it's parent. Still it is 1 of 1. So let me make it unique one. So still it is showing 2. So we have ID single. Go. This is not the one, it seems. There is a capital S. So single input. So no problem, which I have taken previously, it will work. Okay. So this is highlighting this text box. So let me take this one, go back and page dot locator. This is the locator dot fill. What I'll fill here is a playwright. Okay. And then thread dot sleep off. So 3 seconds and page dot close. Okay. I just found that element. I'm trying to interact with that. Means I'm trying to type something in the text box. So what is the problem? So first we'll see what is the problem. We'll execute and see, and then we'll try to resolve that. So let it execute first. By default, it will wait for 30 seconds. So if it found something issues, so we'll wait for 30 seconds. So definitely you will get an error. It will not interact with that. It will not type the value inside the text box, that we know. But what is the problem? We'll see. Okay. So it is saying that waiting for this locator and timeout exception. So it is giving anything else. So it is not able to find that element. It's waiting for that locator. It is not there. So exceeded, and then so it failed by saying timeout error. Okay, and we found we have two elements, not single element. To have two elements, when you inspect that, you see that one of two, even though it's not working. So what is happening here is, so here you can see that this is iframe already we discussed. Because of that, but in real time, you cannot even notice that the element is inside an iframe. So here we can see a box, but in real time, it will not be like that. So if you have a doubt, something like that, what you can do, so just beside that element, very beside, no, just beside, you just right click and you can see view page source, view frame source, reload frame. Sorry, not view page source, view frame source, reload frame. If you see this frame source or reload frame kind of options, so definitely that element is inside a frame. Okay. If you go to other website, other browser also, you'll have this kind of option. So if you see something like that, definitely that is inside a frame. So if it is inside any frame, it will not interact. So for that, you need to switch to that frame. Then only you can do that. Okay. So here, what we can do. So first we need to find in which frame it is. So by using that frame, you need to go inside that frame. Okay. So this frame is, you see that this is the frame and ID is single frame. Okay. So how we can write here is, so here instead of this one, so what we can do, page dot frame locator, and you have different options, frame by URL, frame by URL pattern, frame by URL, some predicate, something like that. The same way you have frame locator. So what is the frame locator? We just copied the ID. I made it CSS selector. So dot, when you say dot, you will find a locator. So locator. So what is that locator? This is the one. So this is inside a frame. So first you are finding the frame. Inside that you are going to this locator. So we don't need this. So after this, same thing you can use fill. Okay. So I'll remove this. Okay. So first we need to identify the frame. Inside the frame, you have one more option called locator. Means inside the frame you have locator. So that element, you found that. And you can say dot fill. Okay. That's it. That's simple. First you find the frame using its locator, and then dot which element inside that you want to find, you find that. Okay. So let me rerun this now. So it's a one layer. Instead of directly identifying the element, first you need to find the frame where the element is, and then dot locator inside that. Okay. This time you observe, you see that it filled Playwright. Okay. So it is working fine. And if you want to do the same thing, you need to name this one. So you can say locator single frame text box is equals to. So now you need to remove this. Okay, you need to import this. Sorry, this is locator, not, there is a typo. So locator. Okay, so now you found that element. After finding the element, dot fill. So you can name your locator by using this locator option. Otherwise, you can directly interact. Okay. So this way also you can write. So let me execute again and see whether this way is working fine or not. Very simple. So you need to dig into that frame. Like first you need to find the frame, and inside the frame, whatever you see that it's typed. Okay. So first you need to find the frame, and inside the frame, whatever element you want to interact, you can find that element. If you miss this one directly, if you write page dot locator, so it will not identify. You need to mention in which frame the element is. So this is how you can handle the frame. But sometimes, a very rare scenario, but even though, sometimes a frame inside another frame. Okay, this is one frame, and inside that another frame. Inside that you have text box. In real time, I don't know. There might be, may not be, but so if that is the scenario, what you need to do? Okay, so what is this frame? This frame is, you have, it's a multiple, sorry, frame is multiple frames dot html. Okay, so you can write a locator for this using src attribute. So let me capture this. So this is the one. Okay, very simple. Same thing, everything till here. So let me copy paste the same thing. And after this, so locator inside frame, inside that another frame, inside that element. So you need to follow the same frame locator and again frame locator and then locator. Actually, okay. So very simple. Locator, multiple frames, text box, whatever you want, you can give the name. So page dot frame locator. So we just captured, sorry, we just captured this one, right? So inside this, you have one more frame. So what is that frame? So this frame. So this frame is single frame.html. Okay. So let me copy this. Let me paste here. Okay. So inside this dot, again frame locator, you need to mention that, and then dot. So I'll go to the next, means second line to see the properly. And this is same. So the same locator which we have, because of that it is identifying one of two. So this is the one. Okay. And same thing, multiple frames text box dot fill or type whatever you want. Okay, again I'll say playwright. That's it. Find the frame, inside that another frame, inside that you have actual your element. So I'll copy paste this, red dot sleep and no page dot close. Simple. Find the frame, inside that another frame, find that frame also, and inside that locate. How many frames are there? You need to keep finding those and no go inside that using dot using this dot. Okay. So if you try to execute this, we should not see any failure. So it should directly it will fail definitely. So the reason is, first we need to click on this. First we need to click on this. Okay. So it passed before that I clicked on that. So let me find that. So once you come here, page dot, click, text is equals to this one. So finding by the text, I am finding that element. So let me run this now. After 3 seconds, it will click on that. You see, it typed Playwright in the inside this. So that simple it is in Playwright. You just find which frame that particular element is there, and you need to keep writing inside that page dot frame, and inside that page dot frame locator, then locator. So the reason is, this locator is inside this frame, and this frame is inside this frame. That's it. Here only one thing, this locator is inside this frame, so page dot frame locator dot locator. That's it. So we are saying one more, right? So let me take the first one till here. So if you have name attribute, okay, if you have name attribute, you can find the frame. Okay, directly you can find the frame. So go here. If you try to find this frame, so you have name single frame. Okay, so for that, let me copy this name. So page dot frame, not frame locator, direct frame, and the return type of this is frame. Okay, so frame, you just mention the name. Okay, and what it will give back, frame. This is the frame from the frame is equals to, inside this frame what you have, frame dot, you can directly use type or fill. Okay, fill, and where to fill, you see, this is directly fill, otherwise frame dot locator dot fill, whatever you want you can do. What is that locator? So this is the one. Okay, so take the same thing, dot fill or type, whatever it is, again Playwright. That's it. The same thing, but in another way. Instead of frame locator, I'm finding the frame. Inside the frame, I'm finding the locator. Both are same, but it is another way of doing that. Okay. So again, thread dot sleep of 5 seconds, and then page dot close. So let me execute this and see. You see that it typing Playwright inside this, and after 5 seconds it will close. So that's it. So this is how you can handle the frames in Playwright. Okay, so very simple. Find the frame, go inside this. That's it. You have two options, page dot frame locator, or you can directly find the frame and then go inside this. Okay, both are similar, but you are convenient. Okay, so that's all in this video. Thank you for watching this video. Please like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel for interesting updates. Thank you.